Hello everybody, welcome back. Let's have a look at GRT. So I've not checked this chart or made a video on it ever, in fact, nor have I actually traded it, but I did decide to get involved yesterday. Looking at this just very briefly, it looks as though it wants to continue with another big push and another uptrend. Now obviously when this came on, this went absolutely completely bonkers and bananas, right? So what happens when these sort of moves take place? It's 2,548% move, all right, from its entrance to Binance. I can't get my words out. Which is, I suppose, not unheard of. Binance has that effect on certain coins. A full retracement down to about 70% from there, which is pretty sizable, but not really in any way. I suppose it's not shocking at all. Actually, it's not surprising to me at all that would happen. So this has been the big shakeout moment. Now I think what we're doing is we've basically had a decent rebound here, come down to test the center of the Bollinger Band, another big test there, down to test the center of the Bollinger Band. Yesterday a big move up and down to test the 10 exponential. So it looks as though it's ready to start doing an uptrend now on the daily. So we don't have a great deal of candle bodies here, do we? Looking at it on a daily, but what we do have, if we take it for what it's worth, which isn't anything really, is we do have our conversion baseline cross here. There is no cloud. There's no cloud, but there is a cross. There is a conversion baseline cross. So we'll treat it for what it's worth. So now what we're looking for? Well, actually, what I would expect at this point now is if we have now found a decent dip, and that is a big dip, like I say, 70% retracement from that top to that bottom, and now we're establishing a new uptrend on this. I think a new all-time high is lurking around the corner. So even if we were to move up to the all-time high from where we are right now, this would take us a 37% move. Not too bad for a token that's moved 2,500%. You know, from its first day on the market here, back down to here. To expect a 37% move from this level here is not too bad. Let's check the volume on this one. It's very, very high. All right, it's very high, in fact. So I think it is quite likely that something like this would take place. So we go down to the 4 hourly. What do we have? So this is basically a snaking around, almost like a consolidation from this last move, which will, like I say, is a big move in itself, a 200%, well, 185% move in itself, consolidation, and now it looks as though we're trying to take out this local top. If we can take out this local top, I'm pretty confident that it will continue, and we do have on the 4 hourly conversion baseline cross above the cloud, which in my opinion is not great, but it's worth playing. And if we just measure that back 26 places from the actual price, it's far from perfect. Chiku span already in price action, so it's going to be messy, it's going to be hard. It's not for weak hands, and it's also not a sound investment. This one is like, I suppose, chasing some quick profit, which is what it could possibly be over the next few days or so. It could end up in tears, but I suppose the odds are in its favour as far as the posture that it's presenting here. It is looking like it wants to break bullish. Given the very small amount of information that we've got on it, it does look like it actually wants to break bullish, and that could take place at any moment. Now, obviously, if this fails, it would be significant. It would be nasty. So there is, going to have to be some relatively good risk management involved in this one. But personally, if you're willing to trade tokens like this with small price action like this, then the idea, I suppose, is don't put in more than you're willing to lose, because you could lose it. There's no, I suppose, guarantee with any chart or any coin. But usually the way I go about trading anything is the longer the chart, the longer the price action, the more reliable the moving averages and the oscillators are, because they're all based around price, volume, and time. And when you have something like this, you've got your price, you've got your volume, you just don't have the time, really, which basically takes a third of your edge away. Maybe not the entire third. You still have a little bit on the smaller term time frames. The 4 hourly can just about manage it. 1 hourly can probably do it. and all of these time frames for what they're worth are actually still quite good. They are all actually quite good. So I am actually liking the look of it. I think there is going to be a breakout on this one. I'd expect a new all-time high, maybe even as soon as this weekend, or definitely coming into next week, I would say. But at that point, I will leave it there. And again, I'm no financial advisor. This is certainly not financial advice. But I'm in it to win it. Not with a great deal, I should mention, but I am in it. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you have a nice weekend. Take it easy.